Alright guys, this is a video on every underground location. I'll also show you how you can get underground if you haven't seen my previous video, by using a prop and then shoving the checkpoint into a building or into the side of a mountain so it spawns you inside of it, and then you could just go into first person and be in this area. Anyhow, first off, alright, we'll go down here to the docks, and I'll tell you what properties are over here. We have the special vehicle warehouse, the MC clubhouse, the bunker, and the 50 car garage. All under this spot. Now if you step over here to this spot right here, in between these two little circle drums here, go back in the map view here. Right here is where the 50 car garage is, guys. Right in this location. And like I said, it's easy to get in these locations. Just use your head a little bit. Alright, we'll drop that guy right there. Checkpoints. Put it down to 2 because it's harder to fit 30 cars or whatever. You want it down to 2. And you want that right there. Now, when we test this thing, we'll be under the map and we can get in there. Best vehicle to use to do this is a Deluxo. You can do this via a transform race or a special vehicle race, because you can go into fly mode and use that Deluxo to fly around. Now, when you're in test mode, you can go all the way to the bottom of the map all you want. But when you're in just regular mode, it'll black screen you as soon as you get to a certain level. Now, once you get inside the properties, you can exit test even though you're that far onto the map, and it won't kick you to the sky. You know what I mean? You'll be in that property. So when you get in there, just use your race recorder here. And mark your spot. Just begin and recording. Now what that'll do is, let's just go over here for a second. Go to your path recording, and you can jump back right to your spot whenever you want to. That is how you get in and under map. And you can do this on all kinds of surfaces. You know, you can do this on the sides of buildings. You can do this on sides of mountains. If you can get a checkpoint like this under that map, then you can manipulate that and use that to get into these interiors. Now, let's get back to the list of interiors here. We already went over these over here at the bunker, or at the docks, I mean. Now, over here, this is where your airport location is. Your airplane hangar, right under here. That's where that one is. Now, all your 10 car garages, 6 car garages, 2 car garages are all in this area. Now, for some reason, guys, nowadays, it's really, really hard to get into these garages. The standard 10 car garage, I don't know why, but it don't pop up. All these other under map locations will pop up, but this one won't anymore. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but back in the day, there was a dupe glitch that you could do by putting a job in your 10 car garage, by simply getting out of the car in the race and getting into one of your personal vehicles that's in the car, and you can actually dupe bicycles, dupe cars. Old glitch, doesn't work anymore. Now if you spawn in your garage in a job, it just kicks you out automatically, so you can't even run around the garage and get in a car. Not to mention the cars aren't even on the floor anymore, so it doesn't work that way. But that was a pretty cool one. We used to use the windmill to get on the map to get our lobby photo here. And that's another big deal, guys, with these under-the-map jobs. A lot of guys want these jobs to make these, you know, these soft-core porn God mode glitches. Now, yeah, I guess they're fun for, you know, for a greenhorn, but me, I've been playing this game for a long time. We used to play with real God mode glitches, creator God mode you can take into missions and heists, and it was actually a whole lot funner than this soft-core God mode. The only use for a trigger under the map today is these soft God mode glitches. You know what I'm saying? And the trick with that is you got to get under the map to get your lobby photo. It's easy to get the trigger in these locations, but it's tricky to get that lobby photo. Now these guys want to be all secretive with their secret entry into Mount Chiliad. And when I had one guy arguing with me because he really thought I wanted to know how to get, I gave up on this long ago because there just ain't nothing more you can do with it anymore. You know what I mean? You can make that God mode glitch, but it ain't no big deal. I don't get into it. It's boring to me. I don't have fun with it. But anyhow, that's the big deal with a lot of triggers under the map. Triggers under the map are hard, but you can still place things under the map. Just make sure you place your trigger in a spot that you can get your lobby photo. You know what I'm saying? The casino under the map location is right here behind the casino. Where was that? This from the Bogdan or one of them heists, you know what I mean? That computer FIB building, it's right under here as well, right under its location too, just like the casino. Over here, where is that? Believe right here is where the LS car meet is. And this one's actually a pretty cool under the map location because you can place checkpoints in here. It's not so deep to where it'll black screen you. Don't know why this was done. It was almost made, looks like it was made to be able to accept some kind of creator at one point in time because it's not as deep as other under map interiors on the maps. Kind of weird, but it is accessible. On the map. You know, on these mountains, that same trick I just showed you guys on the side of that embankment down there. You'll just do it like this. Put that right there. And boom. You don't want to be able to see any of the cars. If you can see the car, it'll spawn you on top of that mountain. Like, see this right here? So you can see the front of that car. If I place this checkpoint, when I spawn, it'll spawn me on top of the mountain. You want to get that thing set back in there to where you can't see no cars. So now you hit that checkpoint, you're going to be under the mountain. So if you're in your Deluxo, going to, you know what I mean, going to test, make sure you're in first person, exit test, you can go fly around this area when you're not in test. Just use that race recorder. Once you get under there, mark you a spot so you can get back under there anytime you want. Now on to the next spots here. All right, over here, Chiliad. We have the arena, the facility, and the submarine is under this area. Same thing. All you got to do to get in this area, and there's even steeper spots on the mountain that this is easier to do. Like I'll show you here. Like on these shallow spots, you're not going to get the angle you want to glitch that checkpoint underneath there. You know what I mean? The angle ain't great enough. So you want something that's got a great angle on it. Like this right here, more than enough. See that? Now, whenever you hit that checkpoint and respawn, you'll be under the map. You know what I mean? So you'll just in test, hit your checkpoint, respawn, exit test. As long as you did the test in first person, like this. A lot of players don't understand this as well. Okay. Now, I hit that, test it. I'm in first person. You'll notice when I exit the test that I'm still in first person, guys. Watch. Boom. Just like that. Now watch this. See, I'm in sky view. I hit test. And once I exit test, I'll be in sky view, which will not work for you if you're wanting to get under the map. So you have to be in first person when you test, so you can exit the test in first person, so you can use the vehicle to get to these locations. But that's pretty much it, guys. There's a few more of them on here. You know, the winter circle area. That is where is that? That is over here, as well as the character creating areas over here, where the 10 car garage, 6 car, 8 car, 2 car, whatever. But Yeah, you have any trouble locating them, guys, just let me know. They're all at pretty much the same depth, so if you can get a prop down there to use as a gauge, you can use that to determine where the depth of all these other all these other locations are as well. Like I said, it's kind of weird. The LS car meet is the only one that's above the level of all these other underground interiors. It's pretty cool. Actually allows you to be able to create a race in the LS car meet. I have a few of them made in there. Got a battle tank vehicle death match as well. Pretty cool, and it works. But like I said, there ain't much use for these other than just making a unique race for some goofy little job, or funning around, editing a video or doing something with your homies, that's about all you're going to get out of this, other than a soft core porn God mode glitch. You know what I mean? Getting the trigger under the map is not that big a deal anymore, guys. Just letting you know. Somebody already got the God mode trigger. You just got to bookmark it. You ain't got to go and do this. You know what I mean? Waste of time. I'm not even messing with it. I gave up on triggers under the map a long time ago, guys. I think the last time I messed with triggers under the map was when the arena merge first came out, when you had to have the invalid job to be able to trigger the merge. Ain't messed with it since. Don't really care about triggers under the map. Now, I do care about creating jobs under the map, unique jobs under the map. Maybe some of you creators do as well. But this is where all these spots are, guys. Go out and find them. They're out there. All right, now we'll cover above ground locations. Now, we'll do the door unlock here in a minute. But the FIB building, I'm going to show you this one real quick. Still accessible if you get in the right spot, and it helps if you make your vehicle a small vehicle, say bicycles or motorcycles, so there's room to get in there, as well as you want to check doors. Now you can do this in a transform race and just select your default start as players on foot, and then you can be on foot and just walk around. You know what I mean? You can spawn yourself in these locations, or in this location, I mean, on foot. It's a tricky one. Yep, there we go. Yeah, just gotta keep at it, guys. Find that sweet spot, and you get right on in there. But yeah, here's the FIB building. Like I said, it's a lot easier to explore if you're on a little vehicle, motorcycle, bicycle, but the best way to do it is, like I said, make a transform race and make your default character players on foot, so you'll be on foot and you can walk around and explore these. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that real fast. Here's the FIB building. Pretty much the only way you can breach it. There's a spot over here on the IIA building that you can get into. Can't remember where it's at, but you just look up and down these windows, you'll find the window. There's an office in there. I can never find it. Use this spot a bajillion times. And I always lose this spot. Matter of fact, I ain't even seen if this spot was even here on PS5 version. I'm not seeing it at all. Did they cover the anyhow, if you guys can find it, right on. But there is an office floor in this building as well. It's got an elevator shaft you can fall down. I got a glitch race made in here too. Pretty cool. There's a couple office units and a hallway, and then there's just an elevator shaft that falls you down all the way through the map and brings you out under the tunnel underneath this thing. I made a pretty cool transform race with it one time, but there is a spot in this building as well. But there ain't no door you can unlock to get in these buildings. You got to glitch yourself into these ones. Now this method is how you'll unlock every door. Race creator, place your trigger, throw down a checkpoint, another checkpoint, test it, exit test. There you go. Every door in the game is unlocked. All the shops, everything. Change it to a transform race. There we go. Get a checkpoint. Defaults on bicycles. Buy a new one. Players on foot. Now you can run around and check them all out. Yep, and they're all unlocked, guys. Every building on this game that has a door is unlocked. Now, a couple of places are weird. They're not really unlocked, so to say, like, let's say, Simeon's dealership. That's not really there in Creator. It's like a default floor. It's something that's just only in story mode, just like the Life Invader building. It's not really there in online. You know what I mean? It's on story, not in Creator, but it's just stuck to story. You can't get in those interiors, but there are still many, many, many other interiors that you can easily get into. Just because they're unlocked. Yeah, the whole map's wide open, guys. Whole thing. I think I made a survival in Blaine County that, in fact, a real survival. You know, I didn't make a glitch. You know, the actors have weapons. You know, you actually have to try on this survival, but made it inside the clothes shop here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, every door is unlocked, every interior, and there's a lot of these interiors. Oh, about time. Yeah, and you can go all the way to the top of this thing. But when Creighton like captures in here, guys, some of these interiors, like, you got to put some kind of prop on the ground or it won't register. It'll register as a restricted area. And some of these places, you're only going to find a couple spots where you're actually going to be able to get a player location on the map, or a player spawn point. So I got a few of these that are created, but they're only 2-player, like a death match, you know, but it's only 2 players in this tower right here. And this thing goes all the way up to the top, the flight tower. Makes for a pretty cool little, fun little job, you know what I mean? Have a look around. But hell, just jumping in the crater and just exploring a lot of these areas, guys, is fun itself, even if you're not even going to do nothing with it. These under the map locations, these on top of the map locations, but this is everything you need to know about breaching the San Andreas fucking map, you know what I mean? You can get in anything. Just use your head a little bit, make it work. Like I said, the trigger under the map, it's just useless to me anymore. I'm not too concerned about softcore God mode glitches. Not really too much more uses for the trigger under the map. I just enjoy creating jobs and races under the map, and maybe you do as well, like I said. But there you go. Have fun with it. Got any questions? Feel free to ask me.